everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today I'm doing the Beyond the Booktuber Tag. So thank you to Celestia for tagging me in this video. Hopefully I have enough battery power to do this tag because I only have 4% left on this phone, which has all my questions. So let's be prepared for that because I did not print them out. All right, so I did not prepare any answers beforehand, so we're just gonna have fun and do this together. And I'm really excited because, I mean, who doesn't love a fun book tag, right? And I'm actually doing this fairly early from when the last person tagged me. So, all right, so the first question of the Beyond the Booktuber tag. What's your favorite book, series, genre, and author? That's a lot. So if you don't know, my favorite book is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I actually have like literally 10 copies of this singular book. They're all actually up on the top shelf, which you never see in videos. That's unfortunate. But yes, this is my absolute favorite. I love it so much, and I will never be getting rid of my copies because I absolutely adore them. I think they're wonderful. And I reread this book once every few years. It's been a good long click since the last time, but this is my favorite book because it's just nostalgia. I love it so much. My favorite series is Kristen Heitzman's Rocky Mountain Legacy. I've actually reread this series probably 3 times, which is very rare for me, but I love this series so much. I think it's fantastic. It's got such wonderful elements of like the Old West style era. It's very heartbreaking in some parts and hopeful in other parts, and I just love this series. So highly recommend. I actually was sent a few copies of these books by the author because mine got damaged, and so she just said, hey, let me send you what I have. So she had like books 1, 3, and 5 or something like that. I was like, I can find the others, so she just kindly sent them to me, and so I have her personal copies, so that's really nice. And I love this series, so this is my favorite series. And as far as favorite genre goes, I really do not have one because I seriously love every single genre out there. I mean, I don't read horror really, and I won't read like spicy romances, but other than that, I will read anything. Not a lot of classic and nonfiction though. That's kind of like, on the low range of what I read. But I mean, fantasy, sci-fi, historical fiction, thrillers, romance. I mean, basically everything I love. So honestly, I would probably say it's still kind of like a toss-up because I love like action and thriller books. So I feel like that's kind of at the top as well as historical fiction. So I feel those two would be at the top. And then fantasy and sci-fi would be after that. And romance, I mean, you can't get away from romance. It's in everything. So that's at the top of the list naturally. And then favorite author. I mean, you can't pick just one. I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm just going to like list out the ones that come first into my head. So Misu Andrews, Tony Shiloh, Melanie Dickerson, Cindy K. Sproul's, Pepper Basham. I mean, we can't forget Pepper, right? I mean, obviously we can't. I guess I will stick with those because I don't want to overwhelm you guys or overwhelm myself with how many favorites I have. What's your favorite color? Pick a book with that color on it. This is kind of a shocker because I did not plan this ahead of time. I'm wearing my favorite color, and I only own one shirt in this color, this aqua blue. That is literally my favorite color. So pick a book with that color on it. I do have a few, but I don't think there's actually one that I've read. They're all on like my unread. So we'll go with this one because I haven't read it yet. Why not? I mean, it's the closest to aqua we can get. And that's The 14th Goldfish by Jennifer L. Holmes. So this is a middle grade. I have not read it. It's so cute though, with the shiny goldfish and stuff. I gotta put this on my middle grade list for next year. Yes, definitely. Something that has to do with science, I guess. So love science, but yes, love aqua. It's my favorite color. And honestly, probably this color aqua. This is a little light. I think more of like a deep aqua color I enjoy. What's your favorite season? Pick a book set in that season or a book you want to read in that season. Well, fall's my favorite because it's not super cold. And, well, I mean, it does get really cold sometimes. But just like the beginnings of fall, like September, October, maybe a little into November, just before it starts to snow. So I do like a nice, fall because the colors change and everything. So I know the book I'm going to pick for this. and that is Boo by Renee Gutteridge. I love this book so much, and I know a lot of people haven't heard of this book. Do not let the cover fool you. It is not a Halloween book. It is not a Halloween book at all. So, but it just, the cover does scream that, right? But it is not. So this one is about a man, and he lives in scary Indiana, and they're known for like Halloween type stuff. But this man named Wolf Boone, who they call Boo, he was a horror author. Well, he becomes a Christian, and the town is like freaking out because his books made their town famous, and they're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do now? Oh no. And so there's like this busybody older lady that's kind of like trying to get him back to writing and stuff. And he's like, I don't want to write that anymore. Like, I'm a Christian. I don't want to write it. And it's such a good time. The whole series is fantastic, but Boo is absolutely my favorite in the series. And it's a great fall read. I can honestly see myself rereading or re-listening to the audiobook. It was fantastic. So this is definitely fall related. I'm pretty sure it is set in fall. I mean, why wouldn't it be? But it's just so good. It's so good. And then I am going to pick a book that I want to read set in that season, because obviously I did a book that's set in that season. What do I want to read that's set in that season though? I really, honestly, I struggle with book settings. I have no idea when books are set. So like, to me, honestly, fall, I think of classics, thrillers and mysteries, cozy mysteries, and historical fiction. Those are kind of the ones I kind of geared towards during the fall season. So let's see. So I have heard nothing but good things about this book. So I feel like I should put this on the fall TBR, even though I don't know if I'm going to get to it or not. But The Crown Conspiracy by Connie Mann. I think this is actually a debut novel. I'm pretty sure. But I have heard nothing but good things about this book. I heard it's very suspenseful, and I didn't want to actually get to know too much into it because like I didn't want to know. It has something to do about forgeries and paintings. So I really do enjoy a good painting mystery and when paintings go missing and stuff. So definitely want to see what this book is all about, and definitely the cover screams a little bit of fall, even though like that's Venice right there in the canal, but like the colors scream fall. So I think we're going to pick that one. Next question is, what's your favorite movie? And then pick a book that has the same impression. Well, I have like a top 3 favorites. Some Like It Hot, which is like a 1960s rom-com. It's hilarious if you've never seen it, but I can't really honestly can think of a book that would go with Some Like It Hot. But my other 2 are romance movies, which is The Princess Bride, obviously, and then Somewhere in Time, which is like a late 1970s romance movie, which just breaks your heart. It's a time travel movie, and I just love it so much. So I'm trying to think of like, honestly, I think we'll go with that, Somewhere in Time, because I mean, we could go with the Timeless series by Gabrielle Meyer, which I'm having trouble finding, so I don't remember where I put them. So I'm just grabbing the first book, When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer. I feel like this has Somewhere in Time themes. I feel like it does. So this one, which all the series, we're following a female in the lineage of time travelers, and each one's a time traveler. And they live 2 different, technically they're time crossers. So they live 2 separate lives in 2 different timelines. And it's a fantastic series. Love the time travel aspect. And I can definitely see some of these Somewhere in Time feels with this book. So we're going to go with that. So the next question is, what's your favorite series? We already answered that. But then it says, pick a book you want to see turned into a series. What would I want turned into a series? Like a movie series or a TV series? I guess it would be movie series since it said, no, TV series because it said book series. So what would I want to see into like a TV series? Ooh, I know. Well, I can't find my copy. I have no idea where it went. But definitely love Overboard by Shannon Sue Dunlap. That would make a fantastic series, especially since I know there's more coming out in the series. I think that would be a fantastic series to do, and it would be tons of fun. So definitely I would pick that one. It's a mixture of like The Love Boat and The Golden Girls, and it's just funny, and it's got a little bit of mystery to it. Highly recommend. Next question is, who's your favorite Bible character? Pick a similar fictional character. I mean, I could go like the obvious route and do biblical fiction. uh, uh, I mean, Esther and Ruth are both like my favorites. Ruth, definitely, I love Ruth. I think Ruth would be my favorite character. So, who would Ruth remind me of? Oh, I finally found Love Overboard. It was hiding. I thought the spine was blue. It's red. It's right there behind Pooh. So I think the character in this book, Shona from Mountain Laurel by Laurie Benton, I think she has very Ruth roots. Like her faith is very strong. I feel like she is more the type like to go where her people go and like follow God. So I feel like Shona would be a good choice for Ruth. What's your favorite food/dessert? Pick a book with food on the cover or heavy in the story. I don't read a lot of food themes. Like unless you're talking like cozy mysteries, and I used to read a lot of food related cozy mysteries like when I was in high school, but I have not read any in like a really long time. So as far as like food theme goes, I probably have nothing. So I did think of one, but my favorite food/dessert. So my favorite food, I love sub sandwiches. They're probably my favorite. If I could eat them every day without being unhealthy, I probably would. I also really love chicken marsala, as long as it's like the creamy version of marsala and not the like wine lighter base. I definitely have to have the cream. I also really like any place that does like a vodka sauce. Really enjoy that, even though I do not drink, but I do love a good vodka spaghetti sauce. It's so good. Uh, so as far as dessert goes, I don't eat a lot of dessert, but if I do, I really like. I used to love red velvet cake. Now I'm not a huge fan of it anymore. I probably would choose pineapple upside down cake because my mom makes it amazing, even better than my grandma. But I really do love pineapple upside down cake. It's amazing. So I'm going to choose Buying Love by Tony Shiloh as the food related thing because in this one, Nina is like on like a task thing, like she wants to get married at this time, that she wants to have a kid at this time. And so she puts in a newspaper saying, now it's time to have a husband. I'm going to put in the newspaper to find a husband. And so he comes into the picture because he needs fast cash quick for his family restaurant. So that's where we're going with the food theme. And I did really enjoy it. I thought it was super cute. And obviously anything by Tony Shiloh. So Buying Love. And I still have to continue this Maple Run series. Yeah, I'm still on book 2. So we have to finish that. But I did really enjoy this one. Next question is, what hobbies do you have besides reading? Have you read a book featuring one of those hobbies? Well, I have tons of hobbies, and thankfully I do because I never get bored. I do get bored of like my hobbies after a while and have to switch hobbies. But I mean, I have crocheted in the past, photography. I love traveling. I love traveling. Reading, well, I said besides reading. Uh, I love adult coloring books. I need to get back into that because I haven't done it in a few months, but I just recently got back into it last October and I love it. Um, what else? Bible journaling is a huge one I want to get back into as well. And not just like it's not like writing in my Bible, it's art Bible journaling. So like I do painting, acrylic paint. I do scrapbooking in my Bibles. I do a whole bunch of different things that I love doing. And so that would definitely be the top uh, of what I enjoy doing. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else besides that, but really anything artsy, I love to do. So anything artsy and crafty. Okay, and have I read a book featuring one of those hobbies? I'm pretty sure I've done photography in some books. Bible journaling, I never see. I actually kind of wanted to write a scene with Bible journaling in my book that I'm writing right now, but then I kind of thought about it. I'm like, not really many people know what that is. Like, should I actually have a scene? Because like nobody knows what that is. So I'm probably gonna skip that. So yes, as far as the other hobbies, crocheting, not really that either. Oh no, actually the book I'm reading right now had a scene with a crochet group. It was a cozy mystery. So there you go. There's a crochet. It was um it's a fall mystery, something about the body at the last shop bookstore, something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll put a picture here. It's okay so far. Um, it is Halloween themed, but like it's not. I don't feel like it's too strong. So far I'm enjoying it. All right, the next question and the last question is, who posted the last booktube video you watched? Ooh, okay. Pick a book you saw on their channel that you loved or want to read soon. Ooh, okay. Well, let's look at my my history and see. Ooh, that I was not expecting who that was. Okay, so the last book video. Well, I was gonna say, don't have like I didn't watch the whole video. I just saw like who won the book bingo giveaway. I didn't watch the whole video. But that's definitely the last booktuber that I saw. Okay, so Beautiful Minutia is the one that I saw, but we don't have really similar tastes. We actually buddy read a book together, and it was fun. We both read Scaramouche by Raphael Sabatini, which is a classic. And so, okay, Beautiful by Minutia. I'm trying to figure out, like, she reads a lot of classic. Ooh, but there is a food detective mystery that she talked about in her bingo thing. I don't know what she rated it. Okay, it sounded like she enjoyed this book, so I'm going to go ahead and add it. So it's called The Kamugawa Food Detectives by Hisashi Kashiwa. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a translated cozy mystery, and it looks really cute. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like if we had similarities, I feel like it would be cozy mysteries. So, yes, we're going to put that on the list. Okay, now to tag somebody. I don't know, honestly, who to tag because, I mean, I don't know who's done this tag, but I guess I'm going to tag my friend Christine over at King Cat Chris. I'm going to tag Jeanette over at Jane Reads, and I'm going to tag Holly over at Lovely Day with Holly. So I'll tag those 3 lovely ladies. And if you do want to do the tag and I haven't tagged you, consider yourself tagged and tag me in your video so I can go watch it. All right, so I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.